Hi everyone, Lethbridge Hurricanes introduced their top 2012 Bantam draft pick to the media this morning. Forward Giorgio Estepan was picked 4th overall by the Canes back in May. With a name like that, he should play soccer. The Edmonton native and his family spent the day touring the NMAX Center and the city. Estepan says he worked hard to make his dream of playing in the Western Hockey League a reality. He's hoping to have another successful year with his midget team and then earn a spot on the Canes roster in 2013. He says this whole experience is quite surreal.
It's great. Just with the renovations, this place looks it looks like one of the nicest places, nicest buildings I've been in. And it's one day, hopefully I play in this building, and it'll be a great future for me.
Estepan had 100 points in 32 games with the Edmonton Southside Athletic Club this past season. The Kootenay Ice have hired Chad Kletzel as their new assistant coach. Kletzel has signed a 2-year contract with a club option for a 3rd year. He played 3 seasons in the Western Hockey League with the Edmonton Ice and a pair of years with Lethbridge from 1997 to 1999. And Kletzel was also a member of the Pronghorns from 2001 to 2004. The track is dry and fast at Stampede Park. Here now is Les McIntyre with the call from the fastest heat of the night from last night's Rangeland Derby.
There's the horn and the charge is underway. Stoves go in, Outriders mount up, and here comes Hugh Sinclair and Doug Irvine in a battle for supremacy. Doug Irvine steals a rail away from Mike Vigen as he heads into that first turn. Calgary, it's your turn to come alive. Doug Irvine's got company coming. Here comes Mike Vigen. Denacor Construction, can he do it? He's going to run out of racetrack. Doug Irvine will hang on for the win by a horse length. Mike Vigen rolls in with the National Bank and Hugh Sinclair right behind him, and Pure Later finally delivers. Another great...
And looking at the aggregate standings after the 4th night of racing, Hugh Sinclair leads the way once again. The King, Kelly Sutherland, is currently sitting in 6th, and Gary Gorst is in the coveted 8th and final hole. The Pool B competitors took over the rodeo ring at the Stampede today. Scandia's Al Bouchard was 7-6 in the tie-down roping, which was good for 4th place money. Pincher Creek's Randy Smith was 10-6 and out of the money. Dustin Flundra from Pincher Creek was bucked off in the Saddle Bronc, and barrel racer Lindsay Sears of Netton had her first go. We do not have a score or a time yet for her. The Highway 3 rivalry heats up again tonight on a scorching hot summer evening in Lethbridge. The Bulls host the Medicine Hat Mavericks at Spit Stadium this evening. The Mavs are coming off a 9-7 win over the Okotoks Dogs that vaulted them into top spot in the West Division. The Bulls carry a .500 record into tonight's contest and will try to end a 2-game losing skid. They sit 6.5 games back of Medicine Hat for first place. Well, it takes courage to face a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but even pro baseball players were scared out of their wits by a massive clap of thunder recently.
In real time, this is what happened. Well, you see everybody flinch in the stands. And
the thunder struck during the Rangers game versus the Minnesota Twins the other day. The players and umpires scattered, as you just saw. The lightning appeared to strike just above the stadium lights. Rangers catcher Mike Napoli says he was freaked out by the thunder and just started running for cover into the dugout. Oh my goodness. A major black mark on Lance Armstrong's reputation today. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency has issued lifetime bans against 2 doctors and a trainer on Armstrong's former cycling team. The agency says all 3 were part of a doping conspiracy involving Armstrong. Yesterday, a judge in Texas tossed out Armstrong's lawsuit against the Anti-Doping Agency. The judge also criticized Armstrong, saying the suit seemed to be aimed at whipping up public opinion in his favor rather than focusing on legal arguments. Japan has won the international bidding war for the world's most famous colt. The Canadian owner of I'll Have Another sold the horse for $10 million. The thoroughbred's bid to become a Triple Crown winner ended with a sudden retirement last month. Veterinarians diagnosed tendinitis in his left front leg just before the Belmont Stakes. The Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner is now headed for a stud farm in Japan. Wish I was lucky.
Next on the 5 o'clock news. Where do you think they sell the most Slurpees in the world? It's in Canada.